these like little pieces. And so we're on a mission to tell every single person about this opportunity, what it stands for, what you can look forward to, and then what you're going to experience. So my name is Jill Clark. I have been in this business since February 2020. I got fired from my job in 2020 and decided to jump full force into Nu Skin, and I've never looked back since. I have earned 4 trips with Nu Skin, and I currently run a team of like bad A women that are locking arms and changing other people's lives. So I feel so honored to like lead and be able to talk on this call tonight, because this is a place where magic is presented to you, and then if you decide to move forward, just grab hold of your unicorn tears and let's freaking go. So what you can expect tonight is, one, we are not going to take longer than 30 minutes. That's the first thing. We believe that your time is so super valuable, but we want to be able to be very clear about what to expect if you were to join us, the #1 team in the United States and Canada, our team, what you can expect to do business with us is like. The third thing you're going to learn is you're going to learn about our compensation plan. Take notes. Here's the thing. You're on an opportunity call to learn more about what is out there, right? So we present these amazing posts on social media. We talk about what we do, but this is like a being a fly on a wall to learn truly like what it looks like day to day for us. So we're going to jump right in. I'm so honored, like extra honored, to introduce to you Layla Brindle. You guys, she is one of my longest friends in this business. I like to think that I like chase her tail. Honestly, I'm like, what did you do this month? Okay, I'm gonna do it too. She literally is a sideline sister, so we do not benefit from each other. But what we do is we inspire each other, and she pushes me to the max. She is an 8-time trip earner. She left full-time corporate America to come here and to stay at home and be a full-time wife and a mama to her gorgeous little girl Palmer. She's so fun. She joined Nu Skin originally for the discount, not really knowing what was going to happen, and then jumped full in and found community, like surrounded by incredible community, but also the ability to make almost match or over her salary what she was doing in corporate America, which is a super big deal. She has been doing this for 4 years, and you guys, being her friend and being on the sideline with her, I get to watch the lives that she's changing, and it's pretty magical being her friend and locking arms with her. So, Layla, we're so excited that you're here tonight.
Thank you. That was such a sweet introduction.
Oh, you know, I'm going to start out by asking a question because I want to know just a little bit more about how you do this and how it works with your life. So my first question is, how does Nu Skin fit into your life, being a wife, a mom, and then running an empire?
Well, thank you. I always say that I feel like I kind of have an interesting perspective because I did start out working full time doing the 8 to 5 corporate job. And now I am not a stay-at-home mom. I mean, I do work full time, but I do stay at home with my toddler. And so I've kind of been able to, kind of feel like what it's like to do this business doing both. And I can tell you that even though they are both wildly different, it's similar in the sense that I fit this business into my life in little pockets of time throughout the day. And so when I was working the 8 to 5 job, it was getting up earlier to work the business, working it on my lunch break or different breaks throughout the day, and then again in the evenings. And it's a lot similar now being at home with the toddler, getting up before she does, before the rest of the family does, so that I can work the business, but also just like drink a hot cup of coffee in peace without, hearing like mama 17 times every minute. And then, again, during nap times and, when she's at Mother's Day out or, when she goes to bed, and then I have the evenings free. And so it is just finding those little pockets of time. And I have found that that's what's been the easiest for me. is just, you know, everyone's schedule looks different. And so it's just where you can find those little pieces of time throughout the day to work this business.
So I want to just acknowledge one thing that she said. She is fitting this business. The business is not fitted into her life. So she's able to do this business in the time that she finds available, and she's able to be present for her daughter, and work it around that. And I don't want to paint the picture of like, oh, it's so easy, because it's hard, because
Mhm.
you do have a toddler and you do have you're chasing babies around, but the fact that you get the ability to create that, I think that's the most powerful thing that you said. Okay, the next question I have is, how has earning a trip impacted your business and your life?
Well, first of all, success trips are one of my favorite things about this business, which was super interesting because I didn't know about the trips when I joined. It was, even when I did find out about it, it wasn't necessarily like that big of a deal. And then I earned my first one and I went on one and I realized how incredible it was. And it's so much more than just the trip itself. It's the memories that you get to make with other women in the business, but men and women. You know, my husband got to build relationships with other husbands and, you know, significant others and things like that. But it's the memories that you're making with your family. And the one thing that I said to my husband Ryan is, you know, when I found out about the trips and I really was like, okay, let's do this. Let's like run for the success trip. You know, being able to earn 2 a year and go on these success trips twice a year, that's more than him and I would have ever been able to do for our family. If we went on one a year, that was something that we would have to save up. I mean, that's pretty normal. That's, I would like to think, is like the average person, the average family typically saves up to take one big trip or maybe a couple small trips a year or whatever. But for us, while we were doing okay financially, that's also not something that we were just like taking these like extravagant trips twice a year. And so now we're able to do that, and provide these memories. And so Palmer, who turns 2 later this month, has been to Mexico. No, she's been to Mexico twice and has been to Punta Cana already. So little mini jet setter 3 times. She's already been flown internationally and she's not even 2 years old yet. And again, this is not something that I probably would have been able to provide for her had it not been for these amazing success trips. The other thing I want to point out is it's so much more fun when we go on these trips with more of the women on our team. The very first trip I ever earned was by myself. And I said, I don't want to do this by myself ever again. And I've actually now earned 9 trips. I just qualified for the 7-day Eastern Caribbean cruise, which was my 9th trip. And every trip since then, I have brought a teammate with me, multiple teammates with me. So that's also something that I'm super passionate about, is bringing other women on these trips with me and showing them that it's possible. It's very, very possible to earn these amazing trips.
I love that. And I have to 100% agree with you. The trips are unmatched, like truly unmatched. You cannot predict how magical they're going to be, but they are freaking magical. So, thank you for that. And thank you for just explaining the vulnerability of talking about how, at a regular job, you're not given a trip. It's not possible. But with this, we have the ability to earn trips. So I love that. I thank you so much, Layla, for talking about those 2 topics. I think that they're very special and I love it so much. So the next person I want to introduce is my sweet friend Karen. She is the sweetest. I love Karen. If it wasn't for her, I don't think I would. I feel like she's my grandma. I feel like she's my new skin grandma. She takes care of everyone and she is stinking amazing. Um, Karen is a 2-time trip earner, a mom of 2 kids who has 2 kids. She's able to be present with her grandkids like no other. She's been doing this for 2 years now, alongside with her fashion side gig and her full-time job helping other teachers. So Karen is a busy woman. So Karen, let's jump right in. I want to ask you your first question. How does New Skin, your business, fit into your busy life?
Karen, you're
Sorry, can you hear me now? Okay. Like Layla said, I do get up a little bit earlier each day that I am contracting to work in the school district, because my current job is to help non-certified teachers become certified. So I work several days a week. And on those days, I get up early, I plan my post, I check in on my team, and then in pockets of time throughout the day, like I step away and consciously take a few minutes for myself. And that's when I check in. I check on my post. I check in sometimes with my own coach. And then I do a lot of what I call, some people do car karaoke, and I do car business. So I get in the car to drive home. I turn on the air, I let my car cool off. I answer a couple of things. I'll drive home, I'll send voice text. I get home, I might sit a few minutes in my driveway, because I know once I enter the door of my house, even though we're empty nesters, life happened while I was gone. So I do come in, I give time and attention to my husband and or whoever else is present in our home. But then I'm very clear about, after a certain amount of time, I say, I'm going to go work on, my new skin stuff, and I'll be back down, or I'll be back in the room later, whatever time. So I'm very clear about what I need to get done and how I'm going to do it when I'm away from home at work and when I'm at home with my family. Did that answer your question?
It does. It does answer my question. One thing I need to point out is I love how Karen brings value wherever she is. Because she is very clear on her expectations of how she's running her business. She's very clear on social media as well. And I think her audience loves that about her. Karen, can you tell us how old you are?
60.
Girl, you a baddie. You are such a baddie.
60 with some dirty hair today, so y'all don't notice that, okay? But I will say, Jill, real quickly, I appreciate that you recognize that I'm present, but I want this as a business. And I feel like as a business, I have to be clear with my expectations with my family. But if I wanted this as a side gig, as a hobby, then it might look a little different. So, but if I want income out of it, I have to treat it like a business.
I love that. I love it so much. I want to ask you one more question, and I want you to kind of go into detail. So how has earning a trip impacted your business and your life?
I had this dream a long time ago that my husband and I were going to retire and travel the world. And that dream didn't play out the way we had expected it to. And he was recently, this year, at the beginning of the year, he was laid off. We were not ready for him to be out of work. And he is most likely not going to return to work. He's a little older than I am. And financially, we were not set to live the rest of our life out on our retirement income or funds and be able to travel the world. So it was going to be one or the other, not that and. And so earning these trips have allowed us to continue to live out that dream we had planned, at the same time continuing to add friends and community to our life, whereas a lot of people, as they age, that lessens, like you find yourself in a different phase and chapter, and it just usually becomes more about you and your partner. And we're finding it to be growing, and it's been pretty exciting because we can still do those things, even though the income level doesn't look like it did when he was still working.
That takes a lot of vulnerability to say on a call of strangers. So I just want to applaud you for your bravery of talking about that, because we all have different plans, and it changes with life. It throws us different curveballs, and I'm grateful for you, and I'm grateful that you have the ability to have that option still. It just looks a little different. And so I like your perspective, and I like the way that you were able to share that with everyone. So
thank you.
That's all I got. So I'm going to throw it on over.
Okay, girls, I am up next. My name is Amber Strickland, and I am super excited to share with you guys the 6 things that really drew me into this business. So prior to Nu Skin, I was I'm like, how many different jobs do I want to talk about? Let's talk about my career as a special education teacher for 10 years. Okay. And in that time, I started a career in direct sales simultaneously.
which eventually helped me to retire from as a special education teacher. And eventually, though, the last 2 years of my other business that I did for over a decade, I started to search for something else. Life looked different than it did in the beginning, and I now had kids, and I wanted something with more flexibility that that would allow me to be more present with my family. And that was one of the main things I was looking for. And there were a few other things as well. And I had been researching other companies, and it was like, there's nothing out there that'll take what I love about this company that I'm with and the things I really want and mesh it together, until I found Nu Skin. So I fell in love with the Lumi Spa, which probably most of you have had. My skin cleared up and I was like, everyone needs it. Then I learned more about the business. So I'm super passionate about these things because these things totally set Nu Skin apart. And this is what had me going, I'm in 100%. So number one is that it is 100% free to start your business. That is unheard of, you guys. Where else can you do that? And it truly is for everyone, men, women. I believe you can even start if you're 16 years old, as long as you have the consent from your parents. So it's a great way to earn extra money and not have to put out any money into it, right? The training is completely free. You have a free website, truly, guys. You don't have to carry any inventory. You don't have to have any kits. There's no auto ships you have to be on. It really is 100% free, which I was like, where's the catch? There's really no catch, you guys, okay? And I love they have a true affiliate program. So if you're like, well, what's an affiliate program? Well, on Instagram, when you see those girls who are telling you that shop this link for this cute boutique find, that's an affiliate. So this person has signed up for an affiliate link with a boutique or whoever, and they're getting paid for every single one of the items that you buy from their link, right? Now, I will tell you this because I am an affiliate for a few other boutiques, and you don't get paid near what you get paid from Nu Skin as an affiliate. So it just means that it's free. You can work as little or as much as you want as an affiliate. We have links that you can share. So I was like, okay, this is very, very appealing that I have freedom and flexibility to work as little or as much as I want. It can be a true side gig if I want to. And that's really where I wanted to go when I first started. Okay. I also love that I was just impressed by the fact that Nu Skin is publicly traded. So that means that they have to release their financials to the public regularly. I have never heard of this with a social selling company. And so that was very, very impressive. Not only that, but they're a debt-free company. They have been in business for 40 years, and they're the only company who has paid 40% commission for 40 years. And Alicia, my partner in crime, coming up next, is going to be talking a little bit more about that. I also was super excited when I found out I could earn trips. I was like, all right, okay, where am I going? Tell me where I'm going. Hawaii? David, we're going to Hawaii. David didn't even know I signed up for the business because it was free. So I didn't think I needed to tell him it's free. And I just hey, we're going to Hawaii. And he's like, what are you talking about? What are you doing now? And we did. We went to Hawaii. And I will tell you guys, these trips, just like everyone else said, they are absolutely incredible. What I love the most about them is that it is so family oriented and everyone is welcome, not just you. And there's no work involved at all. It is truly a success trip where you are rewarded and you get to play and you get a true vacation, just as a thank you for all your hard work. So that has been absolutely amazing. And then finally, the compensation plan is really unbelievable. We can get paid up to 4 streams of income. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Alicia, and she's going to explain a little more in detail about that. And this is the part where you definitely want to have a pen and paper ready, guys. So Alicia, take it away.
Hey friends, yes, I am Alicia DeCurtains. I'm coming at you from Cincinnati, which is why I said 9/11 in the chat. Sorry for the confusion, Wendy, because we're on Eastern Standard Time here. Okay, let me dive in and talk to you about what I find most people have the most questions about. It's like, no one wants to work for free. How do we make the money, right? So as Amber mentioned, 4 streams of income are available to us as a brand affiliate. So when you start out, you sign up for free, you get a link, you sign up for free, you are a brand affiliate for Nu Skin, and you have access to the first 2 streams of income. The first one is called retail profit. This is simply the difference between what you pay, your cost as an affiliate, which is about a 20% discount, and what you can turn around and sell the product for at retail price. So we like to launch businesses with toothpaste around these parts because we know that everyone brushes their teeth, men, women, and children. And so for toothpaste, you purchase it at base cost is $13, and we have you turn around and sell that for $23, which is our retail price, which means you make $10 retail profit every tube of toothpaste that goes out the door. In addition to that, the second stream of income is known as our sharing bonus. This is just Nu Skin being super generous and saying, hey, thank you so much, Alicia, for selling that tube of toothpaste. We're going to give you a little kickback. I think for toothpaste, it's around $1. So for every tube of toothpaste you sell at retail price, you're going to get $11. So you sell 10 tubes of toothpaste in 1 week. That's $110 in your pocket. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. No investment from you. And that is what Amber was referring to as our true affiliate program. So you can send links for those. You can never touch inventory if you choose not to. We love that we have the option, though, to purchase in bulk, which drives your cost down even further, which means that retail profit gets even bigger. And that's what we like. We want show me the money, honey. So you can purchase in bulk, distribute the product. People can do porch pickup, ship, and you make even more money. And that's what we help you learn to do. That's what all of our businesses have been built on here on this call for the most part. Okay. So first 2 streams of income, retail profit, sharing bonus, available to you no matter how often you sell, how much you sell. There are no minimums attached and no expectations of you attached to that affiliate program. So you might sell 1,000 tubes of toothpaste 1 month and not sell again for a couple months and come back, and you still are eligible for those 2 streams of income. We don't recommend that though, because, well, we just don't, because who wants to take a break and making that kind of money? So we also help women who are saying, you know what, I want to take this business to the next level. We help you reach our first promotion, which is called an executive brand rep. And the way you do this is by hitting a certain threshold of sales. We help you do that. And once you hit that threshold of sales, you unlock our 3rd stream of income, which is known, it's a fancy name of building bonus, but it's just a fancy name for commission. And as Amber mentioned, 40% commission is available to us. Okay. So the more you sell, the more commission you're eligible to make. We start at 5% and we go all the way up to that 40% mark, which is almost unheard of in the industry. And we are the only company who's paid 40% for 40 years consistently, which is huge. So this is in addition to those first 2 streams of income. So you can see how this money starts to kind of multiply and compound. We like to say when you're in just that affiliate space, you'll probably make hundreds of dollars on average a month. When you move to that brand rep space, you're probably going to make, a few more hundred to up to maybe thousands of dollars a month, depending on, you get out of this business what you put into it. But those are kind of the averages. And then our 4th stream of income is when you have invited women to come alongside you in this business, you help them experience success, you earn what's called a building bonus on those women. This is a bonus that Nu Skin gives you because you're mentoring them and helping them succeed. This does not come out of their pockets. They're making their bonuses, their retail profits, and they're building bonuses on their own. You're getting a special bonus from Nu Skin saying, thank you for helping other women succeed in this business. Okay. So those are the 4 streams. We can go into much more detail if you want to ask who invited you on this call to tell you more, but that is the basic of kind of how we earn money. I would just want to mention, Amber said no inventory is necessary. I kind of touched on that, but this is you not having to hold inventory. You purchase product that you've already sold. We teach you how to do that so that you're not out of pocket any money whatsoever. Okay. Amber also mentioned those trips that are incredible. The way you earn those trips is by hitting that first promotion I spoke of. So that certain threshold of sales brings you to that executive brand rep level. Now you're eligible to earn trips as well. This is a trip for you +1. completely paid for by the company, no out of pocket cost for you whatsoever. They're paying for your flights, they're paying for your stay, they're paying for your food, your drink, and they are bougie as heck, my friends. Like this, it's so bougie that when we first learned we were going to Mexico, Amber and I were like, okay, where do you think this place is? And why have we not heard of it? And then we looked and we're like, oh, that's why we haven't heard of it. This was so outside the bracket of our search. Like we were not searching this $1 amount per night stay. Okay. It wasn't even on our radar. So we're like, where is this place we're going? That's how great these trips are. They spoil us rotten. They are everything you hear us talk about and more. You won't know what it's like until you're on one, but I highly encourage you to run for one, because when you are running for a trip, everything else in your business falls in place. You're making the money, you're hitting your other goals, 100% worth the time, effort, and energy to put into those. So I think I covered everything. I'm going to throw it over to my good friend, Wendy Weiser, who's going to close us out, and take it away, Wendy.
Hey girls, thank you, Alicia. Okay, so I am going to we got about 2 minutes left here. So first of all, thank you guys for hanging on this long and listening to us. And I am just here to let you know that if all of this is over your head and you don't understand any of it, it's okay. Because most people probably feel that way. I know I felt that way, and I had to hear all of this stuff about 20 times before it really sunk in. But that is what everybody is here for. So if you want to know more, if you have all your questions written down, whoever invited you to this call, make sure that you go message them tonight, because we have the biggest launch of our business that is about to happen in like 10 days, and it's not too late. So I'm sure you guys have heard of the lash serum. It is going to be wild. It is putting big bank into people's pockets easily. And so just real quick, I was that girl who signed up for like all the companies, right? I tried to do it all. Mary Kay, Southern Living. Do y'all remember Southern Living? That was so long ago. 31 bags, all the things. Every time I signed up to make a little extra money on the side, because I had a full-time career, but I always wanted like extra money. Every time they threw me to the wolves, and I was like, I don't understand how people actually make money in these types of businesses. Like it makes no sense unless you just like are a marketing genius, right? Well, you don't have to be a marketing genius anymore. You don't have to be a salesperson at all. You don't have to work from corporate America or be a teacher or any of that. You can just have a beating heart and get on with the girl that invited you. We have the most amazing, most simple, it's called the playbook, and that's how we get you started. And we will literally hold your hand and walk you through each step, how you're supposed to post, when to post, what to say, all those things. So you're not thrown to the wolves. And the system actually works. I've been in here for 3 years now. I've been with Nu Skin for 3 years. I was one of those girls. I quit my full-time job, 23 years in the dental career, and I was like, bye. This is so much better. I get to wake up and play pickleball every day. It's so much better. So anyways, God led you here tonight for a reason. If you feel it in your heart that this might be something for you, I strongly, strongly urge you to just reach back out to whoever invited you and tell them, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm ready. Let's do it. And we'll get the rest taken care of for you. Okay, well, we're going to hop off of here. And I hope everybody has a good evening. And I hope I get to see all of your faces again soon. Bye, girls.
Bye. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Bye.